proud of, bro. It's almost cooler to have had a couple, do you know what I mean? I don't know how I've done it. I've gone my whole life without getting an STD. It's honestly, I'm like the most irresponsible person you've ever met. It doesn't make any fucking sense. But I figured if I can go 30 years without getting an STD, then I can go 2020 without getting coronavirus. I'm not even fucking scared. I'm honestly not even fucking scared. Just wash your hands after. It's always worked for me. Isn't it? I'm from New Zealand. I'm not having a stroke. This is what I sound like. Isn't that fucking crazy? Imagine every day you get up and you're like, just make some toast. You're like, oh God, it doesn't stop, you know? Yeah, and like every time I go back to New Zealand, someone from my family will be like, oh, I was expecting you to come back with one of those weirdo British accents. You know, get one of those weirdo British accents they've got. And it's like, Mum, we sound like a fax machine. They're not the ones with the weirdo. Honestly, I sound like 90s office wear. Dial-up. Is it dial-up or is that in New Zealand? I don't know. Yeah. Does anybody know that tune? Oh, fuck, I'm so... I've deliberately asked to do this spot because I've got to do a set on Monday that's really, really important. That's 7 minutes. And I was like, I'm going to come on, I'm just going to fucking start and not talk any shit. And I've already just done 2 minutes of bullshit. I've ruined the whole... Anyway, I was about to get us to start chanting the dial-up tone together. And then I've reined that back. Okay? Does anyone have like a best friend? Make some noise. Is that Claudia? Oh, so you've already got one? So you don't want like another one? Straight up. Fuck, I love you, Claudia. Anyway, a whole other thing. If you fucking break her heart. Sorry. No, it makes noise if you've got a BFF though, for real. It's got Claudia, anybody else? I've got like a best friend for life, like a proper one of those ones who just do anything. You know, like we've been friends since we were about 8. And so it's definitely one of those situations where, like, if she turned up with a dead body at my house, I'd be like, right, let's go to Clapham Common. Like, do you know what I mean? And she'd do the same for me, and she has. No, she hasn't done that. We didn't bury someone. We didn't bury someone. But, so... When I was like 23, so 6 years ago, I had my best mate, she's like a savant, and she got a job as like a proper vet. She's like a vet, she's having like a vet. I'm like, no, why does everyone not? So she'd done that, and I was like in the middle of my drama degree and had just found out that my boyfriend had been like sleeping with my flatmate for 6 months, you know, like, so it was like a really different time. Yeah, piece of shit in that. You fucking see? He used to wear backwards hats. She had that, like, I wasn't even allowed to break up with him. I just turned up at my flat and she was like, all his shit was in the car and she was like, we're going to the river. I was like, oh fucking hell, okay. Like, we just threw all his shit, just watched her throw all of his things in the river, and I wasn't even allowed to text him and be like, we're done. She was like, nothing. Like, okay. So to celebrate becoming a vet, she had this house party, and my Nokia, or actually it was a Motorola flip phone back then. It was 2013. And it was like buzzing really, really hard, and I kind of like didn't have time to check it. And then I get to her front door, and she's like standing in front of it, like, can't come in. I was like, fucking why? He's here. He's come with Michael. I was, so is there a Michael in the room? Okay, good, because I fucking don't like Michaels. She's like standing in front of the door. She's like, he's here. What do we do? I'll call the police. I'll just call the police. I was like, bro, what? She's like, what about if I call Vanessa? Because her dad's in the mob, so we'll just do that. And she's like guarding the door really hard. I was like, no, it's gonna be fine. Like, fuck, let's just go in. I've already had, like, let's be honest, a bottle of wine at home, so if anything, I'm kind of up to this. You know, let's see. You know. So I go into the house and just do what anybody else would do at that age. Just get absolutely hammered off 3 WKDs. You know, legend. And like he, out of politeness, also got very, 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 very drunk, which very like the nicest thing he's ever done for me, to be honest. And he passed out on the couch. But you know, passed out on the couch, and so that's this is when she just goes into that best friend mode, Claude's menu. And she comes up and she's like, Alice, that's my shoulder. Alice, I just don't feel like he should get away with it, and I just have been thinking, and like I was just thinking, like, what if I just went, like, and I got my injection kit, and then we just like microchipped him like a dog, you know? But like, come on, he's out, you know, he's not even gonna, you know, and I was like, oh, yeah, fuck yeah, no, yes. And honestly, I can't say, I've got to be really careful not to say a name at this point, because if you find out it's Emily, she'll lose her license. But, just dad joke in there. So she goes, fucking Emily, she goes to get the vet needle kit, and she's very, very quick, far too quick for a house party. Why are you doing that so fast at a house party? And she like just whips his belt off, which again, very, very fast. Dogs don't wear belts. So she gets that off, just his ass is out, right there. And then she just goes in, very professional, like she's got a little corona mask and everything. And she's like, just injects an actual, like, tiny little microchip into his bum cheek. And it's like, that's it. It just, nothing happens. And we just sort of stood there like, oh, you know? Oh, okay. So he's just going to have a bruise on his ass, and he's going to beep every time he goes through airport security. Like, is that enough? It just didn't feel like enough. And like, I wasn't involved. I was taking really incriminating photos on my Motorola flip phone. But it wasn't me who did it, and it was just kind of like, well, okay then, we threw all his shit in the river, and he's a dog now. And it just like wasn't enough, you know. So that was kind of it. And then the weekend rolled round, and we were like, And then I get a very, very professional phone call on Monday. Stunning, striking, very different voice from her. Hi, Alice, hi. And I've like got my call centre headset on. Hello. Welcome to IAG Insurance. You're speaking with Alice. How can I help? Fucking whatever. So I'm going like, yeah, what's going on? And she goes, listen, I've been looking into it, and there's actually a bit of a loophole in the system. So with every microchipping kit, there's actually an identification number that just comes with it. What are your thoughts on if we just went down to the council and just registered him as a dog? What? She's like, you don't have to have proof of dog. I know. You don't have to like bring the dog. And I was like, fuck. What? Yeah, yes. Absolutely yes. So we go down to the, like it was like, you know, let's take the day off, innit? Yeah, do you? Fuck, I love women. Women love me. Claudia, there could be a 3 of us, you know? Oh, what? Oh, is it just me and you? Sorry, I don't know what that was. We went to the fucking council. No, we did. We like took the day off and went down to the council. New Zealand's just loose, bro. So at that point, it was like, well, we've got the pictures of this, you know, of the, I guess, surgery. So let's just get one of me outside the council like this. Photoshop it real nice and then do that. Went up to the counter, we're like, we'd like to register our dog. Do you know what his actual fucking name is? Rex. No, I'm not even kidding. Look it up, go on my Facebook, search my follows. And so we register Rex as a dog, and then just decide, fuck, it was easy, bruh. You could register like a broom, I think. Anyway, so we just go, fuck it, let's just get this, let's just do it, and send him the photos and the certificate, and just all of it, and me, you know, you're a dog. And his reaction was so weird. It was like, what? It was bizarre, because what happened was he got really mad. Sorry? Like, really, really mad, like to the point where, so he ended up on the Tuesday going down to the council himself to try and get unregistered as a dog. Like literally like, excuse me, I want to get unregistered as a dog. And then, like, excuse me sir, get your paws off the counter please. What is that? And so I only find out about this because I get like a lot of really fucking frantic phone calls at work on the Tuesday, and there's this really frazzled woman going, Alice, Rex is here. I don't really know what's going on. He's trying to get unregistered as a dog. At the end of the day, unfortunately, there's just nothing I'm going to be able to do without permission from his owners. So, and then yeah. He's a fucking dog. I was like, yeah, no, he's not getting unregistered, thanks very much. He's not been a good boy. And he's still a dog now. So if anyone has any queries, would like to, Claude. Everything goes right. You guys have been really amazing. I fucking hope that was 7 minutes. Anyway, thank you so much. I mean, I was right.